Welcome back to another exciting build vlog sort of business here on Civvie. I'm building my computer. So far we've done put the motherboard in the case, and then we did put the CPU in the motherboard. Today we're going to do put the RAM in the motherboard. It's going to be very exciting. I may also do plug the motherboard into the case because I forgot to do that step. I've got 2 sticks of Fury, HyperX Fury, and I do believe, this is how motherboards work, always check your manual, that I need to put one in DRAM. Oh, they've changed how these work. It actually has the instructions here. So on this motherboard, you put one RAM into the second slot, like so. Make sure that the slot and the key actually match. Works best if you actually put it in the slot. How about we try that right there? And you just push till it clips. It always feels like you're pushing too hard on RAM. If it feels like you're pushing too hard and nothing's moving, you have it backwards. Then you put this one into there, and I really don't like that isn't connected. Oh, there's a screw hole right there too that I missed. And there you go, you have RAM in your computer. So, what we're going to do for the rest of this video is find the screws that are the standoffs. I believe are these ones. What are these ones? They're these ones. I know it's really exciting to just it's probably just a little button frame while I work on this. So I need screws, and then we need to look at our case. That's right, this doesn't actually help. Never mind. Let's put that one screw in, just to be safe, because it felt a little wobbly in a way I don't like. So we take this screw and we put it in. We hit the thing that the camera's on, so it's very shaky. And we put the screw into the motherboard, to the case. And hopefully the screw actually goes in. It's one of those days, is it? Here's this case, and these motherboard holes don't line up exactly perfectly. Probably should have started with this screw by the looks of it. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. So just to give my motherboard a little bit more stability. Not that it needs it, really. As long as it doesn't fall out, it's good. And put the screws back in there, just in case we need some more. Or we need to sell some drugs later. We don't lose the bag. Alright, so some things that we haven't done. This garbage all needs to go into the motherboard. So that one we'll do last because we have to pick up the case because it needs to actually snake probably through this one instead of the bottom one. Let's see what else we got. We've got the power. It's all the power LED business. So let's get these all together so we can just kind of get them in there. What else we got? I believe this is a secondary fan input. So that actually needs to go back there as well. So we'll put it in when we pick it up. So we want to find our jumper cables here. You would usually, if you were a smart man, look on your motherboard manual, and it will tell you which ports go where. It also tells you where the holes are, which would have been really nice 30 seconds ago. Okay, so here is the handy dandy thing for this one. You can't see that, it's way too bright. Way too bright. Let's look at this one. Right here, it actually shows you what goes where. So let's find plugs and go nuts. What do we have in our hand here? We have reset switch. Reset switch goes into 7. Where's 7? That's not useful. 10 is no pin, 9 is reserved. Reset switch goes right here in this specific motherboard. Right here. And if you have a Asus motherboard, it actually comes with a little connector that does this for you. I've got HDD LED, and that goes right here. Yeah, they have a little connector that you basically do it all, and then you can plug it into the motherboard, which is very nice. Power LED. So this one, the instructions are a bit confusing because it says 1 and 3 are like on this part here. It says that the HDD LED goes in the bottom. HDD LED, yeah, goes in 1 and 3. Power LED goes in 2 and 4. Okay. It goes in LED plus goes in 2, and LED minus goes in 4. So I've already got this in my hand in the correct way. Let me just slide it in there. Right in there. Little jumpers. And I believe that's it for... Oh no, wait, we've got a power switch. Power switch is 6 and 8, so it's right by that one. And the power switch actually doesn't care which way it is because it just starts the power for the motherboard. It doesn't really mind if it's back and forth. My head was probably just in the way of that. I'm very sorry. But anyway, look at your motherboard. Read it. Read the papers. It's all in there for you. And then we have our HD audio, which goes J audio, sounds right. J turbo, J USB. So we're gonna put a USB port one in here. Goes right like this. Works better when you have something called depth perception. Right there, just push it all the way in. And then you'll have USB on the front. And then we take this one and we do the same thing. They're keyed so that you can't mess it up, even if you're an idiot like me. And there you go. That's those. Let's pick up the case and run those 2 cables that we need. This one and this other one that I believe is a fan cable. Run those 2 cables the other way. Can we do it on this side? Yeah. Switch to this camera. And here are the cables that were already in here. I already ran some of them backwards. We're gonna pull taut these other cables here so that they will be beautiful in the front. Because I don't give a shit about what the back of my CPU motherboard or back of my this thing. You know, this thing. Yeah. Oh, there's a handy dandy strap thing there, so I might just stick a strap there. That's mildly... Don't do that, kids. This is definitely a, like, PSA video more than a, like, yo, this is how you build a computer. This is more of a, like, you know, you could do this. You probably shouldn't. It has a spot for a zip tie, but I hate zip ties because you have to cut them open. That's a real pain in the ass. So, we're not going to do that. We're just going to use a twist tie, which is about the same as a zip tie. Just bigger, and if you mess up, who cares? There we go. Cleaned up that little mess there. They actually give you a lot of slack, which is nice. Push this out, and then realize that it's part of the thing I just twist tied, and we'll need to pull it back. This is the fan power here, so I'm just going to put those down here for now because we're going to need those later once we put the power supply in. I'm going to unscrew this and realize that you totally just wrapped all those cables around the cable you are trying to move. And push it through here. And we'll go plug it in. 2 this USB 3 plug right here on the edge of the board. It's on the edge facing out, so like, I'd assume that's the one they want you to use a lot. Oh, I don't know if this connector will actually go in there. Come on. Yeah, it seems a little dangerous, so we'll use the other connector. Use the safe one. So last thing you want to do is bust your motherboard. So, because we're going to the other one, we actually have to go one up and stick it. I really want to put it in the lower one, because it looks so much better. Now, what if we did it? What if we went around this way? Yeah, there we go. And that should be able to go in here. Assuming those are actually the right... Oh, did I already fuck that up? I already fucked that up. Okay, so it's gonna go in the top one. Maybe I bent the pins. Maybe we won't talk about that ever again. Let's not talk about that ever again. Okay, let's go back over here to this giant mess. And this is why you, if you're recording this, you plan it out so you have enough time to do everything instead of just, hoping it all works out. Okay, so let's get our connector back on here. Of course, now all the cables are all fucked up. We'll do the same sort of business, just wrapping them around. It's not the safest way to do it, but as you may have noticed, I don't believe in always the safest way. We'll take our power cables and join them in so that all the cables kind of meet up over here and then split out to whatever way they need to go. And let's try and remember how to use a twist tie. Make sure our top camera is still running. Yeah, still has batteries. Good. Good, good, good. And twist tie this onto here. Probably should cut off how long this twist tie is, because it's quite long. And then we still have our fan power business going on down here, which is where probably all the extra cables for the power supply are going to hang out. So that's plugging in your RAM and, because I forgot, your USB header and your front panel business. I don't know why I threw that in there. I'm going to need that. I'm Civvie, and this is this is not maybe instructions. This is more of a vloggy sort of thing, which is kind of what I expected. I'll see you guys next time.